Go.
Hi, I'm Shannon Armstrong. I've just created this brand new tool called the Jewel Tool. I've designed the pattern about 25 years ago and I've taught it that way, but I finally got busy and created a template for everyone to use to make your eye candy block fast, fun, and fabulous. It makes half square triangles and 4 patches, a very, very easy and accurate way, using this new template that I have. I'm going to cut an 8.5-inch square of a background and a print, lay them right sides together, then I'm going to lay my template on top of it, center it. Now I'm going to draw with a pencil or your favorite marker all the lines that you see here. Okay, some will be cut lines and some will be stitch lines. I made my stitch lines in red so that they're easy to be seen. First thing I'm going to do now is to stitch a 1/4 inch away from this long edge right here, and then a 1/4 inch away from the opposite side right there. And now I'm going to make my stitching line go right here. Here I'm going to put my needle down, pivot, and go on the inside line here, go out, come back up on the outside line, needle down, pivot, and go on the inside, and then out. That's going to make all of my half square triangles. Now I'm going to give it a good press job to set my seams. Now I'm ready to cut it apart. That would be figure 2. I'm using my red lines as a guideline because I want to make sure that I have the accurate amount here, which is 2 inches in a perfect world. But sometimes we fail to change our needle position, or we're just not into quilting today. And so we measure 1 3/4 from my stitch line over and cut. Now it may fall into here, but that's okay. I've put in a fudge factor. We figure everybody needs some fudge every day, whether it's in chocolate or whether it's a fudge factor. I can give you a fudge factor. I'm going to measure 1 3/4 from the stitch line here and cut. Then I can cut the center line. I can cut in between here and here. That's going to give me all of these pieces. These will make my half square triangles. I'll press them to the dark side, and then I'm going to use a nice square up tool to make them 3.5 inches, and this is about how much you would have excess. So I have 4 half square triangles there, and then these are going to be my 4 patches. So what I'm going to do is press this to the dark side, take the opposite one and press it to the dark side, lay them down right sides together, opposites facing. And then I'm going to kind of butt those seams together because I know that they will fit together snugly. And then I have it looks like this. Now I'm going to stitch a 1/4 inch away from the outside edge and a 1/4 inch away from this outside edge. A 1/4 inch away from the center line there, that center red cut line. I'll press it again. Then I'm going to cut this in half right here. Then I'm going to measure 1 3/4 from my stitch line over, and there's my fudge factor right there. 1 3/4 from the stitch line, 1 3/4, and then 1 3/4. That's going to give me 4 perfectly square 4 patches. Now I have made 4 patches, 4 half square triangles with very little waste and very, very accurate. I can start placing them into position now to start sewing them. Now, this is just one sample of a way to use that design. Another way would be to use it, would be to show you this diagram that I made up. And this shows you with a 2-color quilt how quickly you can change the whole look of everything. And I've added the blank ones at the bottom so that you can copy it and color in for your own particular one. Now, once I have all of this, I can make anything from a half square triangle or a jewel box. I can make a Jacob's ladder block. I can do lots of fun things. This is one that we use with the Quilts of Valor group. Half the group does blue and white and half of it does red and white. And then we exchange 4 patches. And because everyone has been measured from their stitch line, we're pretty well guaranteed that they're going to fit, which is a great thing for a group project. So that makes a great picture there. Now, another thing I've done is that I've made a small one. This is for the small one. This makes a 4-inch block, and there's the template for that one. It starts with a 6-inch 6.5-inch square, and then I treat it the same way with different measurements. And again, it will make half square triangles and 4 patches. This particular one is called Birds in the Air, and it's similar to the antique one that's right in front of it. The other fun thing about this is that if I need some extra half square triangles sometime, all I have to do is cut a piece of fabric that is as wide as this band is here. And likewise for the small one, I'm going to just lay this on here so that it all matches up. So now I have a chance to make here, here, inside, here, outside, there, and I can do this in one continuous motion, and I'd have 10 half square triangles. Very quickly done. There's lots of things that you can do with this whole idea of half square triangles and 4 patches that makes things fast and fun, and actually just very, very quick to do and easy for the beginner or for the intermediate or the advanced to design your own patterns. So all the quilts in the background here, all right through here, were all made using the same type of tool. And of course the blue and white one is my antique quilt. That's my favorite. That was given to me when I was 8. So I thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you may email me at saquilts@yahoo.com. Thanks.